be to put the pressure on, deliver my shots slowly. One here, one there, two here, two there. Manage the stamina because you never know what could take place. It could turn into a grappling match. It could turn into a straight up brawl. You never know.
All right, both fighters just gearing up for this event here, and we've got some good fights. I'm glad to be bringing you this third fight here, guys, because these guys want to make a name for themselves like we keep telling you here. This is ESFL 3. There are going to be more and more cards coming up, and every single fight is going on these fighters' records. You can check out the rankings at the bottom, just under here in the Twitch panels. Give them a click. Go to esflgaming.com. Check out these rankings, okay, because these fighters, these wins matter to these guys, and it's going to affect them further down the line as we see it with the 8-man tournament coming up here. Now we have Krillah picking up the Aldo, Juggalo going for the Frankie Edgar. Let's see how this plays out. Both great fighters, okay, both their first time here at ESFL. You know they want to make a name for themselves. Bruce Buffer doing those introductions here, but Rampage, let's see what plays out here. I mean, we've seen a lot of Crucifix coming out at higher level games here. Do you think Juggalo will look to take that? You know he's an EK clan member, like you said all night. They're grapplers. Will he try to employ that Crucifix this evening?
No. No, sir.
No, sir.
We're talking about Sergeant. His name is Sergeant Krillah, and he's coming to kill Bill. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not going to be biased, man. I just want to see a great fight, bro. That is it. I'm pumped up for this one, man.
All right, good stuff. Touch gloves here. Juggalo in the red gloves. Krillah in the blue. Beautiful outside leg kick landing there. Straight up, straight right. Just blocked there beautifully as well. Ooh, eating some shots here. The rear uppercut, the lead hook lands here. Let's see how this plays out. Rampage.
Beautiful combination, man. I'm loving it right now. I love how these fighters are moving. I like this in and out game. Aldo versus Frankie. Man, let's see how this one's playing out. We got Krillah versus EK Juggalo.
Yeah, good job by Krillah here. The both fighters doing a good job maintaining the distance. Krillah looking to land a couple of those leg kicks early that we've seen here. A couple of roundhouses up to the head as well. Both fighters playing very tentatively here. I think we're having a little bit of problem with the audio sync here, which is kind of a weird issue we've never had, but we should be right to deal with it here. The jab, rear uppercut to the body lands a 1-2. The ducking uppercut landing there with the jab following up behind that, which you don't see very often. Steps in with those roundhouses to the body, to the leg, excuse me there, but eats the straight jab after the second one, trying to follow up with 2 leg kicks here, which really shouldn't do it this close, especially with the movement speed of Frankie Edgar. Being able to cover that short distance. Rear uppercut lands here. Rampage, both fighters really just feeling each other out here. Not many hooks coming out either.
No, not many hooks. They're doing exactly what I figured they would. Beautiful spinning wheel kick from Jose Aldo there.
Yeah, Krillah taking advantage of all of Aldo's techniques here. Does have an advantage of that kicking stat here. I mean, we're just seeing both fighters really take their time here. I mean, Juggalo can tend to just trade here with Krillah, and Aldo eats a big overhand right there as Juggalo dips in off the right-hand side, landing that ducking hook. Jab straight coming out here. Beautiful job ducking in for Krillah. Tries to follow up with those double jabs. We've seen a lot of that from Krillah. Landing an uppercut with the jab, but he sits him down here with a rear uppercut. Juggalo coming over the top. Krillah not able to get up in time for those last 2 shots to hit, so just winging away into thin air and eats a leg kick on the back way out here. Still trying to land those 1-2s. Kent has landed these small quick shots here. Rampage on try and catch him with something big on the way out.
Yeah, I like the way that Juggalo, is using that 4. The right hook is one of my favorite punches in this game. It can stop a lot of things, stop a player from ducking and weaving and going from side to side. I like how he's using that. But Jose Aldo now keeping down Frankie Edgar in the sprawl position, now taking it back. Edgar rolling in the guard. Right now, I like to see Edgar work diligently off his back to get back up to his feet.
Yeah, Juggalo trying that foot on the hip escape here, easily blocked there by Krillah, so we have to see if he goes back to that next time here. Just landing some punches, trying to go for that sit out straight back to full guard here, but might have to get some transition fakes in to stop Krillah's stop game here, because Jose Aldo, no slouch, the stat department on ground, sitting up here, using that new escape here to sit back to half guard. We'll get that transition off. We're going to see Juggalo do something individual different here. Either gets that single push down on the leg back to full guard here, looks to sit out, uses the momentum sweep to go back to foot on hips. Oh, stuff there by Krillah though, read that well. The initial escape that he tried to get through when they hit the ground here, and Krillah slicing through, passing through that into half guard, gets a transition to side control. Juggalo unable to stop that here, rolls into the sprawl position, going for that single leg transition, and Willie gets it, grabs him right before the end of this round here. Good round so far there, Rampage.
Beautiful round from these two. I am surprised by Krillah. Krillah really using great stand-up here. In the pocket, using beautiful range, snapping off that jab, throwing beautiful leg kicks with Jose. And we already know Jose has wonderful leg kicks in this game. One of the few fighters that can do a lot of damage with one leg kick, but it is Frankie Edgar coming in with the beautiful 1-2 body kick, followed up with an uppercut. The uppercut from Frankie Edgar has been beautiful this fight too, but it's the uppercut from Jose Aldo that finds a home on the chin of Frankie.
Yeah, beautiful job. Juggalo sitting Krillah down last round there with that uppercut. And like you said, you know Juggalo's got hands. It's proven here tonight. Frankie Edgar, beautiful job ducking inside, taking advantage. Like good head movement snap. But this is ESFL 3 here, guys. We have our 4th fight of the evening here. Juggalo versus Krillah. More fights coming up tonight, leading up to our 8-man tournament at ESFL 5. These two going backwards and forwards. Juggalo scoring that knockdown in the first round here. Both fighters trading. Beautiful roundhouse to the body landing. Krillah just slipping in that rear uppercut there on Juggalo, who's going to just take a second to step back and reset. There's that jab right hook talking, coming out that you were talking about there, Rampage. Doing a good job stopping Krillah's advancement, who's content to just land uppercuts and then quick shots afterwards. Krillah's really landing a big shot, a big hook, a big uppercut, then following up with his jab instead of leaving with it here, Rampage.
Right, and what I've noticed in this match is both of these fighters seem extremely comfortable in the pocket. Neither one of them really shy to trade punches here as they go toe-to-toe, knee-to-knee. It is Frankie putting on the pressure. Jose willing to oblige in the pocket. Beautiful combos being thrown by Frankie, but Jose answering back with that leg kick. I like the work from both of these fighters, Juggalo and Krillah, man.
Yeah, Juggalo really doing a good job of just mixing up for the 1-2, the 1-4 with a hook, the one lead uppercut to the body. So always opening with that jab. But if we saw some head movement from Krillah here, who's really not looking to slip off anywhere near as much as Juggalo is, who's really looking to duck down, land that right hook. He caught him with that uppercut backing out. There goes the roundhouse to the body. But I'd love to see some head movement from Krillah here. He really is just looking to land that big shot or to counter, get those leg kicks in there. But if he had him slip off to the right hand side here to get on the outside of that jab, Juggalo's always setting up with that jab, always leading with that jab. There it is again, jab roundhouse, backs off. Here comes the jab right hand. We can probably expect it. Oh, switches up to the southpaw, but still leading. And look, Juggalo listening to me here and changing stance. So now Krillah has to slip off to the opposite side to get around that jab. But Juggalo doing a good job just taking his time, pacing him. Krillah unable to find the range here. Both fighters looking to reset frequently. There's a beautiful duck in, lead uppercut there. Oh, and a big job with the straight left. Catches him with that right hook coming around the side. Left hook to the body there, coming up with the uppercut. Left overhand over the top, just misses. Ducks around to the outside, lands that left hand again. Krillah have to do something different here, Rampage, to get off the fence.
Yeah, he's going to have to use what I like to call the circle out. What he's doing right now is a big no-no in MMA. He's circling towards the power hand of Frankie Edgar. Frankie in his southpaw stance right now. But the lead hand, the right hand is Frankie's soft hand, the power hand out in front. And what I like to see from Frankie is to go back into the orthodox stance to keep pumping out that jab with the left so he can go back to using the power. But he has his power leading out in front. And there it is, right on cue. He goes back into orthodox, and he's working the combos where they will come out a lot more fluid. In this game, the way they set things up with the fighters being able to change stance rating, I like that. Certain fighters fight better in southpaw. Certain fighters fight better in orthodox stance. That's something that I'm glad they put in the game because it brings a uniqueness to the fighters now.
Yeah, and a great second round there. I mean, you got to give that one to Juggalo, who's probably 2 rounds up here on the fight card. Getting another rock off here on Krillah. And like you said, it's doing a great job switching stances here. I mean, he was leading with that left, leading with that left, leading with that left. And just as we started talking about Krillah making some reads on that left hand, he goes to southpaw, starts leading with the right. And Krillah kept circling to his right. You were right, kept circling to that power hand. Great job landing the right hook there, which probably wouldn't have come out because it would have just been that overhand right coming off the backhand. But yeah, great job there by Juggalo, mixing up his stance to see if he continues to do that as we go into the 3rd round here. Full fight of the night, Juggalo versus Krillah. They're going to go and touch gloves to get this round started, Rampage.
Right, and what I would like to see from Krillah right now is when he goes to throw, he needs to get that head off the center line. When he's throwing his combinations, he's keeping that head stationary, which is allowing Juggalo to fire off those shots just like that when he comes in for the rebuttal. So you got to give and take. You got to push-pull here. You got Jose Aldo leading the shot, and then on the rebuttal, we got Frankie Edgar being able to counter back, answering back because Jose is not moving his head off that center line.
Yeah, some head movement would really benefit Krillah here. Just to slip to the outside. I mean, we do see Juggalo leading with that jab, but again, he switches up to the southpaw stance. Oh, almost eats a roundhouse kick, but Krillah left on low stamina here. See if Juggalo pushes the pressure. Eats a straight right. Beautiful job ducking in with that right hook. Oh my God, the uppercut catches him here, and the left hook tags him, putting him down, and goes straight into his guard position here. We saw some ground and pound coming out for Krillah in the 1st round. Beautiful job by Juggalo recovering, controlling the posture, looking to sit out for that backside control sweep. Doesn't get it. Krillah pumping out the hammer fist, fake to transition into half guard here, looking to put on some pressure, but Juggalo doing a good job working back to his guard. Looks like I think he's going to slow down on the feet, or slow down on the ground here, Rampage.
Yeah, we're going to have to definitely slow it down. Now, we saw in the 1st round, Krillah definitely has great ground control. He's no slouch on the ground, but Frankie Edgar able to work back to his feet. And what we're going to probably see from Frankie now is continued pressure as he switches stance to keep that leg out of danger, and he eats another shot to that leg. But In this southpaw stance, Frankie has been showing great footwork, great combinations, but it is Jose still being viable here. He's not out of this fight, man.
No, he's not out of this fight, but these fighters have set this up as a 5-round fight. Now, that's not technically what's supposed to happen here at ESFL. A mistake on the fighter's part, and as this fight goes on, they will have to play this as a 5-round fight. It's going to play in the favor of Juggalo here. We'll have words of them after this contest, but Krillah's stamina starting to go down. Beautiful job countering that throw from the over-under position against the cage and getting the throw of his own. Again, Aldo, great trips from the clinch here. On top, in great position here in half guard. Losing a bit of stamina here. The grapple advantage stamina going to Juggalo, but let's see if Juggalo can work his way back to full guard here. That's what we've been trying to get for the whole game. It's a shot to the body. Krillah mixes up his hammer fist and straight punches to the head and the body beautifully here. Gotta watch his stamina here as it goes down, and Juggalo just getting enough time to push down on that same hip, sit back to the full guard position. He's not looking to mix up his transitions on the ground, really just looking to get the same transition off but find the right timing for it. And back to the feet here, Rampage.
Back to the feet we go. Frankie Edgar now looking to get a little bit of that back. He's going to want some of that back. That little groundwork right there we saw from Jose Aldo, the knockdown. This is definitely a great round for Aldo. Krillah putting it on Frankie right now. He's looking to once again set him down on his wallet with a nice little knockdown, whether it's an active knockdown or a complete I'm just going to shut your lights out KO. He's looking for something here, and I like this aggressiveness. I like when a player knows he's down, he still has a little time to work, and instead of giving up, he's going all out. I love it.
Yeah, beautiful round for Krillah here. Definitely his round. Controlled the fight, controlled the stand-up, got some great ground and pound off here, but just losing a bit too much stamina this round, and they will be playing another 2 rounds here as they've set it up to go this way. I want to see how this continues to play out. I mean, just because you're low stamina does not mean you're out of the fight here, especially with those ducking uppercuts he's been landing on Juggalo here, but not looking good for Krillah here, Rampage.
It may not be looking good, but the fight is not over. And that's one of the beautiful things about MMA. Right when you think a fighter has something secured and he's about to shut the door, the next thing you know, boom, fight-changing event happens. But it is, once again, Juggalo coming out with the beautiful 1-1 followed by the body kick. Aldo trying to find his range. And this is what I like, Balium. I like Aldo at range. I like what he's doing right here, causing a health event on Frankie, using those leg kicks, staying active, not giving Frankie a chance to find his rhythm, and that could be a key for him to come back into this fight.
Yeah, we're seeing Juggalo switch to southpaw again here, and Krillah really just blinking up that lead left leg. And you know, Juggalo, we know he can fight out of southpaw. He's been changing it up here, but now Krillah knows the attack's only coming from this side. Let's see if he makes read. I mean, that straight's coming out, but the lead hook lands beautifully there. Looking to break down that block of Krillah as Juggalo keeps the pressure moving forward. His left leg's still blinking here, but you know, he's working to the body. He's going to push Krillah back and drop that stamina down even low, but that's a beautiful rock there by Juggalo, who's now just pouring on the pressure. Jab to the face, the left hand just misses. Lands another jab here. Krillah trying to fight, moving backwards, but does not have the stamina to work. The rear uppercut, sorry, just missing there as Krillah trying to find the 1-2 down the pipe, but just not able to find any timing here or land any shots as Juggalo's advancing, landing that hook to the body. Jab coming out to the top. Left hand just missing. It looks like he's going to sit back and reset here, Rampage, but some big pressure coming out from Juggalo at the start of this round.
Big pressure from Juggalo indeed. I mean, the pressure is so tremendous right now that he has my man Jose Aldo hugging on that block button like it's a missing relative. Long time no see. But we got my man Frankie still working. Beautiful pressure. I mean, look at the combinations as they flow in. He knows what to do right now. Stamina advantage definitely in Frankie's corner, so Frankie is going to be able to throw more shots, and a beautiful uppercut sits Jose Aldo down on that wallet. I don't know how much change he has in that pocket, but he better have some to cushion that butt.
Yeah, man, Krillah just falling to his knees here. Juggalo, great job landing that lead uppercut, just sitting Krillah down. And, you know, Juggalo keeping up this pressure here. He knows he's got the stamina advantage, just watching that block get lower and lower on Krillah as Juggalo knows he doesn't want to go to the ground. He's got 2 rounds left in this fight. He knows he has a stamina advantage. Keeping the pressure moving forward. Jab, left hand. Jab, left hand. Jab, lead uppercut, whatever he can do here, just backing Krillah up, whose only chance really is to try and find these counters. He does not have the stamina to land any of these, you know, combination shots here. The lead hand just misses there. Oh, beautiful job with the 1-2, 1-2. Lead hooks to the body. Juggalo just bamming them uppercuts, trying to get a block breaker here. Krillah on the back foot, went his way out. If he can just try and get some more leg kicks going on that front leg, he might be able to just stop some of this forward pressure from Juggalo, who keeps ducking in, swaying, moving forward. Shots to the body, beautiful job landing the rear uppercut hit by Krillah, who drops Juggalo to the floor. He's going to push up against the face. I don't think he'll be have enough to finish this fight here, but it's going back to that lead leg kick as he switches stance here, Rampage.
Beautiful switch up. You got to give it to Krillah and his heart. His heart is what's keeping him in this fight. Juggalo is doing everything in his power right now to put this thing away. He's looking phenomenal. He's getting the job done. But what he's going to have to do right here is continue the pressure. Jose Aldo, how you doing? He's going to have to definitely work hard, use his foot movement. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful combination there from Frankie. That is how you end the round. Great work.
We're moving into the last round here. Beautiful job here. We just see the jab slip to the outside by Juggalo. Counters with that right hook, which is what got the initial rock, and steps back with that left uppercut, which just barely misses Krillah's face there. That could have been the end of the night if that connected. But yeah, Krillah not looking great on that stamina front. Juggalo keeping that pressure moving forward. This is the fourth fight here at ESFL 3. Moving into the fifth and final round. Not supposed to be a 5-round fight, but hey, it came out as this such. Both fighters keeping it on the line. There may be some complaints afterwards, but this streak and this record will stand. Both fighters looking to get their first win here at ESFL 3. Juggalo in the red corner, Krillah in the blue. Fifth round, here we go, Rampage.
If we get any complaints about this fight, Bailey, it's probably going to be because it didn't go 6 rounds. I mean, what a beautiful way for these fighters. I know it wasn't supposed to be a 5-rounder, but these guys are new, and they are definitely putting their name on. Look at this beautiful battle. We got double uppercuts coming in from Frankie. Beautiful body kick, knocks down Jose. Jose in trouble, eats the double uppercut. Jose trying to get back to his feet, and he does. Look at the heart right now from Krillah, but it is Juggalo putting on the pressure. Krillah still trying to fight back, but it is a beautiful hook to a right straight. Look at this, man. Gut.
Guys, how I describe it. Beautiful job landing that rear uppercut again. Mixing up with the jab to the roundhouse to the body. Just absolutely everything coming out here from Juggalo. Another roundhouse to the body. The 1-2's blocked there. Krillah trying to fire back. Juggalo working that overhand right just over the top every single time. Both players trying to land the pull counter here. Juggalo ducking under beautifully with that rear uppercut. Tries to follow up the lead uppercut. Doesn't miss. And the roundhouse to the body just lands. The head kicks blocked by Krillah, who's firing back all heart. No joke here, Rampage.
No joke at all. You got to give it up for these fighters. But look at the pressure right here from Juggalo. Juggalo trying to take the head off of Jose, but Jose won't give up. The only reason he has to go backwards right now is because of the forward pressure being applied right now from Juggalo. But Krillah is staying tight. He's hanging in there. He knows it's only 2 minutes left in this round, 2 minutes 40 to go, excuse me. And he's going to do whatever it takes to hang in there and see this thing through.
Oh, beautiful job with another rock here off that lead head kick. Juggalo jumping in with the snap jab. The roundhouse drops Krillah to the floor. He's going to follow up here, trying to get the transition to side control. He gets it. We'll see some elbows coming out, some hammer fists. Beautiful job, Krillah just rolling straight to the sprawl position here as Juggalo's working the body. He says, get up, Krillah, because I'm not done with you. Double jab to the straight right. Krillah firing back here. Beautiful job landing the rear uppercut from Juggalo. He's rocked. He's backing up. Krillah's got no stamina to follow up here, Rampage.
Krillah has enough stamina to deliver one powerful blow, so he's hanging on him, and I like the way he's managing this, and that's exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for the KO blow, but it is the KO blow delivered by Juggalo with a beautiful left head kick right there to finish this fight. Woo! Had me do the Ric Flair real quick. I was about to do the Ric Flair, baby. I'm telling you.
A beautiful job by Juggalo, finally landing that lead roundhouse just straight through the block. Krillah, he gave it all. He had no more. 5 rounds fight. We don't see those very often here at all. And a beautiful win there by Juggalo. Both fighters putting it all on the line here. The ESFL 3 Rampage.